everyone. This is the third part of the series about Syskit. The first part was about system design, so how to develop, create new models, to integrate new components in your system. The second part was about the transformer, and where we left it off was that transfer modeling was done, so we actually had no errors on the generated networks, but we still have to check that the network itself can actually be deployed, so we can map it to a set of origin deployments and run it. The way to do that currently is to run unit tests. So there is a unit testing facility. We have that we should be able to instantiate the profile as to tell that it's self-contained and can be instantiated, and then there's a bunch of other things. Typically, that's when using the Gazebo robot, it can be deployed. Okay, well, let's run this. Let's run that test file. See what it says. Oh, initialize constant. Oh yes, that's the curse of multiple requires. Obviously, Syskit IDE loads every file in your profile. So, like just the same way you would have in a C++ file, you might actually have missing includes or anything. That's basically what happens here. I never added flatfish models, compositions, pose estimation here. Okay, this works, but it's only telling me that I can instantiate everything. That's also what's something the IDE is testing for me. Now let's check that we can actually run it. Okay, a bunch of warnings. There's actually a problem. Cannot deploy, blah blah blah, child estimator, no deployments available. We never actually declared the deployment for that thing. This is done in the robot. That's where everybody is, and we'll have to tell him that we want to use estimator and try again. Okay, tests pass now. Right, this tests pass, then we should simply try to run it now. There is already a Gazebo instance in the background. So let's start Syskit. So now we have Syskit connected to it, and then let's have a look at the Runtime. So Syskit is structured, so when you you've done all these composition profiles and everything, you end up with a list of subsystems actions called actions that you can run. You can run combinations of them, but maybe Syskit is going to tell you it's not possible. So that's part of the limitations of your own system. On the left side, you can set jobs. So over here you have the list of actions available for my system. In the middle, you have a representation of all the tasks that are running, and on the right, task as in Ruby tasks. So you have deployments, that's your processes. You have these that are bookkeeping stuff from Syskit. You have origin tasks, and you will have compositions as well. On the right, this is the equivalent of raw display, so it's a test inspector. It's giving you the state. You have like an access to the components themselves, so the outputs, properties, inputs. Okay, so I'm gonna start our process estimator. here. Everything's running here. Since we're really interested in that positive mirror, we should click on it. It's going to focus both displays to the tasks that are only relevant to the positive mirror. So we have our model task, and then we have the composition here, and here we have the underwater positive mirror. And here's the same when you have the model and the positive mirror. So in a big system, it's actually pretty practical. And let's compare. Let's compare the pose given with the positive mirror and the true pose. Well, unless something's really, really wrong, it should really be the same thing. Yeah, let's unclutter that by removing the transformer. And let's add the pose samples there. So now I have two. Obviously, if they're the same, we won't see the difference. So let's turn one off. Okay, no difference. The other one, no difference. So if I do both. Another test is obviously to just look at the raw data. Could actually plot it here, and not reuse, and plot it there. And it's going to give us a magnificent plot that is extremely useful, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it gets the point across. We have a component that seems to work. Now, what else can you do here? Well, we could actually start, for instance, the cameras. And of course, you can drop tasks and then get skilled until somebody needs them again. It doesn't kill the deployments. That's one default setup in Syskit that deployments are kept. If you click here, you get the global state. So you can see the deployments. And if you want to start something that's already been started once, you can just say start again and submit a shortcut. Well, then that's all for today. Next time I'm going to talk about the ROC Gazebo integration and have a bit of a more deeper presentation on how Syskit and Gazebo get integrated.